Evening everyone, many thanks indeed for calling through, lovely to be with you and fantastic to have you with me. I've got another maximum free £10 bet for you on the line tonight, running at Sedgefield on Thursday, and I'll give you that in just one moment. I'm going to open up with that one free of charge in just 1 second. I've also got a 15 to 2 chance running at Sedgefield, a 14 to 1 at Thurles over in Ireland, and a big 7 to 1 poke at Chelmsford, all running on Thursday, all free of charge on this channel this evening. Hope you're keeping well and I hope you're enjoying yourselves and backing a few winners, and looking forward to tomorrow's action. Well, the free bet today, the big one, the £10 bet, ran an absolute stormer like I thought it would, like I knew it would. Karakaram finishing second at Chepstow, back from 6 to 1 into 9 to 2. And I did say whatever beats it would win, and I couldn't have been more right, could I? But each way, no harm done. But once again, shows the power of my £10 extra bets. That one was free of charge. No harm done, and nearly hit the joker there, a big 6 to 1 winner, but never looked like being out the frame. With the step up in trip, I didn't think it could possibly be out the frame. It was a bet to nothing, and it did just that. Previous free bet was on a horse called Hey Johnny, which won doing handstands, and that one was a 3 to 1 winner as well. So these £10 free bets are really coming to trumps and saving your money and making your money. And I've got another one, as I say, going to bring that to you in just 1 second. I will tell you that tomorrow night on this channel, you need to make a date with me, because I'm going to release something extraordinary to you, I can tell you that. It is something very special indeed. I've got an amazing service that tipped a 16 to 1 winner yesterday on my private club. All I'll say to you is a wizard of a service, trust me. A 16 to 1 horse called Paris Mountain backed into 10 to 1. Lots and lots of people were on it. Lots of my private people was on that horse, and it duly absolutely scooted up. Nice big grey horse up at Redcar. And also there was one other horse on that particular service which won as well. Backed extremely heavily, won in the all-weather, and 2 out of 2. That was the first day of service for that particular club. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it tomorrow, but I'm also going to give you something quite extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to have a slight cough. I must apologise. I'm going to have a drop of Lucasade. Look, drop of Lucasade. It's actually a bit of a Strongbow cider in the wrong bottle. Not really. It is Lucasade. And it aids recovery, as they say. They used to say that. It used to come with a plastic foil, didn't it? Do you remember that when you weren't very well at home? You'd lie there, oh, I'm dying. And you'd bring, your mum would bring you back a big bottle of real glass, not a plastic one, not a plastic, real glass, and it had all sort of cling film, some cellophane. That was it. Cellophane's the right word, isn't it? Lucasade. Wow. Do they still do that, or is it all plastic bottles? I'm not sure. Something to consider, isn't it? A blast from the past again. Lucasade. Wow. AIDS recovery. Well, what have I got to say? Yeah, as I say, 6 o'clock tomorrow, I'll tell you all about this incredible journey you can be on. And it's well, guaranteed, you're going to back 20 winners in no time at all, guaranteed. And also guaranteed one other thing as well. You can have your money back if you don't. Right, how about that then? Now then, I can't tell you anything about that at the moment, other than what I've just told you, that one bet, one winner, 16 to 1, and an extra bet winner, job done. Well, not too bad, is it? First day of service. But there is bigger and better to come from that. And I'll tell you, I'll promise you, it'll be the best service you've ever joined. And if you don't join it, well, you must be mad. Because it's going to be free. You can't lose. You can't lose. Anyway, more about that soon. Basically, it's a guaranteed service. Guaranteed you win. Wow. All coming up tomorrow. And I expect we're going to break all box office records. And I've got 4 bets for you now. I'm not going to spare the horses anymore. We're going to get straight into action. And I'm going to start with this free £10 bet. I want to take you up to Sedgefield. I think that was Tony Blair, wasn't it? Up there, Tony Blair. Was it Tony Blair? Something to do with him anyway. 3:35 at Sedgefield. I think he was up there, wasn't he, Sedgefield? I've been there once, went to the races once. I went to meet Mary Reevely, of all people. Mary Reevely, Mary from the dairy. It was a long time ago, that, wasn't it? I was going to buy a horse off the Mary Reevely stable. I didn't actually buy it in the end, but I nearly did. The horse was called Sedberg, and it's an actual place up there in, where would it be, Northumberland? Not sure. Yeah, I think it's Northumberland. Yorkshire, isn't it? Yorkshire. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't buy it, but I did enjoy going around to see Mary Reevely, an absolute mistress or mistress trainer, and a great host as well. Mary, of course, has handed the reins over big time now to other people, and I hope she's still with us, Mary. I'm not quite sure. It'd be a disaster if she wasn't, and if she isn't, you know, God bless her. But God bless her if she's here as well. We all need blessing, don't we, at the moment? Things are quite strange in the world, so we all need to bless each other and keep going, and just keep going. Just keep going, no matter how things are hard, no matter how difficult things seem, keep going, and you will get through there. You've got to keep going. You've got to, because if you give up, who's going to help you? Let's be sensible. Well, I'll try. I am trying. But the bottom line is, you've got to keep going. Keep going up them, like that spider in Robert the Bruce, was it? Keep going. Don't give up. No matter what's ailing you, what worries you got, just keep going. It'll all work out. But you've got to believe that. You have to believe that. If you believe it, anything can happen. Trust me. Right, this is a free tenner bet. Number one, masked. Let's say that again. Number one, masked Crusader. Masked Crusader, like Batman. Number one, Masked Crusader. It could be Spider-Man. Number one, Masked Crusader. Trained by Donald McCain and written by the great Brian Hughes. The message I've had about this is absolutely massive. That this horse is every inch a chaser. It's going over chases tomorrow for the very first time. And there's no question about it. It can jump a fence and is expected to jump these into the ground. It runs off a mark of 120. It looks a cast iron handicap good thing, and I'm all over it, I can tell you. It's a 7-horse affair over 2 miles 3 furlongs at Sedgefield. They don't come much weaker than this and novice handicap chases, and a great bit of placing by a great trainer, Donald McCain, and Brian Hughes on board. You couldn't have anyone better, could you? He's rode this horse the last 3 times it's ran, and he rode it the last twice it's won. He won it in April, he won at Kelso, and then he won at Carlisle the time before, both in hurdles. But this horse has always been going to go over the big obstacles. And tomorrow this grey gelding gets its chance. And it would be a £10 bet, but I'm still being generous. Good-hearted Arthur. I thank you. Good-hearted Arthur. Does anyone remember him? I thank you. Arthur Askey. Bless his soul. Number one, Masked. Got it. Crusader. Off a mark of 120, I think Brian Hughes has got a steering wheel attached to the mane. I think that's what he's got on this. Just takes the handbrake off and just steers it over the last and game over. I don't know why I'm riding, because I've never rode a racehorse in my life, and no, but I'm sure that this steering wheel is just going to have the gears on it and just going to change into overdrive, and Hughes will bring it home head in chest. That's the plan anyway. It all sounds so easy, doesn't it? But I do honestly think that's what's going to happen. I think the mark of 120 seriously underestimates this gelding's ability. As I say, he's got nothing to work on, the assessor, and I think, you know, he's been very kind here. 120 and a 0 to 120 giveaway novice chase. It's priced at 9 to 4 the last time I looked before I came on here tonight, and I think it'll win. It's a straight win bet. Today's was each way, second 6 to 1 to 9 to 2. The previous bet won at 3 to 1, straight on the nose. I'm going back straight on the nose, get back to winning. Each way, it was unlucky today, but I did say, as I say, that if it, you know, whatever beats it would win, and sadly I was right. But we didn't lose. Each way, 6 to 1 to 9 to 2. Second, Caracaraam. But number one, Masked Crusader, I don't think there'll be any mistakes there. I don't think second, third, fourth. I don't think the fences will stop it either. I think it'll win. Number one, Masked Crusader is my first bet of the day. And that bet would normally be a cock and end 10, but it's not. It's absolutely down to Larkin. It's a freebie, and it's on the house. You know, they taste better, don't they, when they're free? Right, 250 at Thurles over there in Ireland. Thurles. Whatever you want to call it, the 250 is a 2-mile handicap hurdle, and the horse I'm keen on here is a horse number 6 on your song sheet, and that horse is called Nusra, horse number 6, and I like this horse a lot. It's a big price. It's trained by Mr. Ahern and ridden by MJM O'Sullivan. I don't know much about that combination, to be honest, and I could research it and I could find out everything about them, names, birth dates, I can find anything you want, but I'm not bothered. All I know is I think this horse has got an outstanding chance, switching from novice company into hurdles off a mark of 89, and it'll do for me. Finished 5th last time out in a maiden race at Clonmel. Good performance, that, no doubt about that. And it's going over the hurdles tomorrow, and I think it's got an amazing chance of popping up at a big price. It's 14 to 1. They can't all win, these horses. I'm tipping you at big prices. But overall, I have tipped an absolute a mint of big price winners in Ireland, and we are absolutely stacks in profit. And when you're back in, 14 to 1, 16 to 1, and you're striking regular, well, that's what it's all about. And it's had one winner from 24 pops this year, the trainer, and this could be a second from 25. Number 6, it's called Nusra, and it goes in a 20-runner handicap hurdle over just about the 2-mile trip at Thurles. And I think the power first 5, and I think this horse will be in the 5. Funny enough, it's come 5th last twice it's run. I don't want it to come 5th, but it could well come 5th. But then again, it could well win. I certainly think it'll be in the 5. Number 6, Nusra, each way, 250 at Nusra is 250 at Thurles. Excuse me if I pronounced that wrong. It's a bit like Southern, isn't it? Is it Southwell or is it Southwell? Who knows? It's how you want to pronounce it, isn't it, I suppose? What's right or what's wrong? Who knows? Anyway, we're having a bit of fun tonight. I'm having a bit of fun. I'm in a really good mood. I'm building up to the weekend. I've got some huge bets lined up, and I've got something massive to tell you about a wizard of a tipster tomorrow night that you are going to love. It's a special, special moment, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. I know a lot of people know about it because they had a 16 to 1 winner yesterday from him. But they're going to know even more tomorrow, because that's going to be a very, very exciting time indeed. Let's go to the 220, shall we, at Sedgefield. It's third bet of the day. This horse is put in at around about 15 to 2. I believe it's number 1 on your card. It's called Joie de Vivre. That's probably not how you pronounce it either. Joie de Vivre. Trained by Martin Toddhunter and ridden by Callum Bewley. Bewley rides this horse pretty much often, or pretty much a lot. Anyway, pretty much a lot. Where's this English coming from? This is phraseology of the highest order. I mean, come on, Peter. Is this Encyclopedia Britannica? What is it? Or the Stanley Unwin book of motoring? Does anyone remember him? Stanley Unwin. Great, wasn't he? Deep Joy. Oh, Deep Joy in the Fundy mould. That's right. I'll tell you what's in here. A bit of medication. That's what's in here. I think it needs to be. If it's not, I don't think I've took it enough of it. Anyway, Martin Toddhunter trains it. Callum Bewley rides it. Rode it the last 3 out of the last 5 times it's ran. And I think it's well weighted off a mark of 94 in this 0 to 100 handicap. And I'll be disappointed if it doesn't go very, very close to winning. It's only 9 runners go to post. It's a perfect race for an each-way bet. And I think it's an each-way, definitely solid bet. And I'll be disappointed if it isn't in the free. I think it's got a very, very good chance indeed. But I'm running on the flat a little bit as well. Run at Thurles and Newcastle. Went over hurdles last time out, as I say, 3rd of 13 behind a horse called War Verge. That was a decent run. I think Joy de Vivre is well handicapped off a mark of 94. And I'll be having a nice few quid each way on it, that's for sure. So Joy de Vivre, the one to be on there. It's Joy de Vivre. It was in a 0 to 105 rated race last time out. Now drops down to 0 to bang on 100 and dropped down a pound in weight. So once again, I think people who watch me quite a bit, I like to back horses which are coming down the handicap and also coming down in weights. But essentially coming down in the grade, what I meant. So they're coming down in the grade, they're racing against lesser rated horses, but they're coming down in the weights as well, which means, they're going to find things a little bit easier, hopefully, than they have been running against better opposition with more weight. So, they're coming they're slipping down the handicap, basically, and they're running against lesser horses. So it's just a matter of time till they pop up, and it's just a matter of catching them when they do. Number 1, Joy de Vivre, then, in the 220 at Sedgefield, my 3rd, and penultimate. There's a good one for you. There's a good one. Penultimate. A proper journalist, ain't I? A proper journalist, ain't I? No, I'm not, thank goodness. Thank goodness I'm not a proper journalist. What is a proper journalist, though? What is one? Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to give you a proper tip. It's in the 6 o'clock tonight, or tomorrow night. We'll be flying tonight, as I say. At 6 o'clock, I'll be telling you about something else, which is unbelievable. But this is 6 o'clock, it's running as well. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back tomorrow night and tell you about it at 5:30. So you can watch this one win in peace. So number 1, I'll come back at 5:30. But this horse is number 1, Yimu, trained by Dean Ivory and ridden by Charlie Bennett. What a double act that is, isn't it? It's like something on the stage in the old Cockney rhyming slang. Dean Ivory and Charlie Bennett, gentlemen. Fantastic. The good old days. They would be good at that. Charlie Bennett and Dean Ivory. What a combo. Number one, Yimu, off a mark of 72, no disrespect. Top class trainer and jockey, Ivory and Charlie Bennett can ride a win reel. A mark of 72, we've got to have a laugh. We have to keep this humorous. If we take it too serious, it becomes no fun. Even if you're winning, it's no fun. Winning is not all fun. If you keep winning, that's not all fun either. I'll tell you a story about that one day. I had a system where couldn't lose, and I gave it away. True story. I gave it away. A system that could not lose and made a fortune. And I stopped doing it and gave it away because I didn't want to keep winning. Now then, I told you I need some of this, didn't I? But that's a true story. One of my many true stories, which you would find unbelievable, but that's one of them. And, you know, I have to sort of be very careful when I tell them stories because, you know, walls of ears. Number one, Yimu. The winning system. It's like the holy grail, isn't it? The holy grail of all punters. But I've had it and I've got it. But whether you want to use it is another thing, isn't it? Yeah. The winning system, a bit like the Twilight Zone, isn't it? You know, once you keep winning, the fun goes out of betting. True. If you kept backing red on the roulette wheel and it kept winning, yeah, they might chuck you out. But you'd be hoping black come up. You would be hoping black come up because it'd drive you potty. 6 o'clock at Chelmsford, number one, Yimu, trained by Dean Ivory, ridden by Charlie Bennett. I like this combination. They've got a chance here with this gelding off a mark of 72 in a 0 to 70 handicap, which is very much there for the taking. I think it's currently priced at 8 to 1. I think that's a very good value price. I really do. And I thought the horse ran really well when at this track it ran behind a horse called Miss Nay Never. Miss Nay Never. Nay Nay Never. I think that was the Beatles, wasn't it? Nay Nay Never. Beatles. I think it was. Love the Beatles. Miss Nay Never. Miss Nay Never was the horse. Nay Nay Never. I'm sure it was the Beatles. It was the Beatles. Number one, Yimu, anyway. I think it's got a great chance. Not one since Christendom. Not one since Christendom, this one. But Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. And Yimu could pop up tomorrow over this 5 furlongs, 0 to 70. Looks well in at the weights. And every dog has his day, or every gelding has its day, especially a 7-year-old. And this could be Yimu's chance. Let's hope so, eh? Let's give a good pray for Yimu to win. Deserves it. I think the strong pace will help the horse as well. And that'll do for me. And there we go. I've given you 4 horses of the apocalypse. And I think they've all got great chances. Nusra in the 250 at Thurles, about 14 to 1 to your Oak and Ash. Good chance each way. Bookies pay first 5. You've got Joy de Vive from Martin Tudden to the Bold in the 220 at Sedgefield. He's not bold. I just called him Martin Tudden to the Bold. Masked Crusader. My nap of the day. Free tenner bet for Donald McCain. No, not a free tenner bet for him. Free tenner bet on the Donald McCain 6-year-old with Brian Hughes in the play. Coming over the last. Done. Let's hope so. I think so. Well, let's hope so. As long as it comes back safe and sound on the horse, that's the main thing. That's really the main thing every time, that these horses and jockeys come back safe every time. And Yimu in the 6 o'clock at Chelmsford. Yimu, 6 o'clock at Chelmsford for Charlie Bennett. Opportunity knocks. Well, it does tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And at 5:30, I shall be back with pure wizardry for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. But sadly, I've got to go to bed shortly and take some of this. Take it easy, everyone. Bye for now.